I began running a D&D game in the world of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and let me tell you, it is a lot of fun, but my goodness, the learning curve to make this work took me at least 2 months trying to learn other systems and finally giving up to just simply make my own. I spent a stupid amount of hours surfing the web for any drop of PMD&D content because there are a lot of questions. What classes work? Pokemon moves? Evolution? Do you just take the 1 to 100 levels and mathematically break it down to D&D's 1 to 20 level system? Are moves part of the spell slots? Are they their own thing? How do you decide a move does what? Tackle's pretty straightforward, but what about double team? And power points, are those a thing? All of these questions had to be answered before I could even consider the campaign. And I'll let you tell you my hero, some random Redditor named Bubba. This mystery man created an entire race expansion to add Pokemon into D&D, giving them features and traits. And it wasn't every Pokemon, nor every Pokemon type, but it was enough to give me a template to work off of. On top of this, some unknown hero of the night, can't find the name of this author anywhere, created a list of Pokemon moves converted into D&D 5e mechanic. Not every move, but once again, enough to give me a template to work off of. Now the sky's are the limit, though of course there are some questions that went unanswered when I began the campaign. I may have answered the question of Pokemon, but did I answer the question of Mystery Dungeons? Kind of? Team Castaway finds themselves in the Northern Woods, accompanied by Team Sun Guards, which is another apprentice team from Matrix Guild. They are working together to locate a lost scarf on the 4th floor. A rather easy mission for beginners. I crafted an RNG system with a 6-sided die, in which if I roll a 1, there's a Pokemon. If I roll a 2, there are 2 Pokemon. Creative, I know. 3, there is an item. 4, there are 2 items. 5, there is a trap. And 6, there is a monster house. Though I also added the rule that I have to roll 6 twice in a row for the monster house because I thought it was funny. Execute Order 66. It would be done, my lord. Claudia, the Finnegan that is leader of Team Sun Guards, is taking the lead. Stepping forward, they hear a click. The Finnegan looks down in time to see a flash of light before she is teleported to some unknown room in the dungeon. The players look in shock before deciding one by one, what does this little metallic thing do? Henrik steps on it first and is miraculously warped into the same room as Claudia. Naturally, the players thought, this means it sends you to that room! Hey! Roark, disguised as a Pichu in this dungeon, follows next and gets teleported into a room on the completely opposite side of the dungeon. I rolled the dice for him, and what do I see? A 6. The group grew quiet as they realized the trap did not teleport them to the same room, and I rolled again. I got another 6. Well, time for death. Rourke looks around as the blinding light fades away and sees at least a dozen feral Pokemon, Combees, Kakunas, Wurmples, all surrounding the Paladin Zora. Realizing he's been separated from the group and feeling alone and scared, begins to break down and cry. The other ferals exchange looks at this lost Pokemon, bawling their eyes out. Back to the rest of the group, Rue steps onto the pad next and manages to be warped just a few feet away in the same room. Brilliant! The characters realize in horror what happened. They start calling out for their lost teammates, and then the other member of Team Sun Guard, a Cyndaquil named Cody, walks to the warp trap to disable it. After all, Cody is a rogue, and I made him specifically to help the players through their first dungeon as we put the new mechanics to the test. And well, I have him go and disarm the warp trap, and I roll an out 1 for him. He teleports into a random room, and then I roll another double 6. You're fired. With 2 monster houses, the Cyndaquil gets knocked out. Rourke manages to make himself look so unbelievably pathetic and terrified that the ferals don't attack, and Henrik manages to wander in the correct direction, find his brother, and lead the poor fella out, talking to the ferals in their own language. And after all of this, and realizing Cody is still missing, the group uses their guild badges and leave the Northern Woods in defeat. Post-session, I right away stated to my players I will be reworking the Mystery Dungeon RNG mechanics from a 6-sided die to a percentile die, meaning monster houses will only have a 5% chance of firing from here on out. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more PMD and PMD&D content, and have fun adventuring out there. Bye!